about 8 years ago, Charlie and I'm going to use the word rebuilt this CJ2A. We got it, no brakes, transmission didn't have a second gear. It was a hot mess, especially on an electrical standpoint. So, Charlie, you were pretty young when we were redoing this, but what do you remember being the biggest hurdle getting this thing back on the road?
I would say wiring was the hardest part.
Wiring was definitely a challenge. There was when it comes to an electrical diagram, there isn't. There was basically a diagram that someone had sketched out on a glorified napkin. Now, we got sent this tool, V-Digital. It's a V200 Pro. If you are at all familiar with like a power probe, very, very well-known tool out there. In fact, I used to own my own lighting company. In fact, Charlie was in kindergarten, first, second grade. He'd come after school and help me wire lights on cars. But I had I had a power probe at the time, and had the power probe 3, then did the 4, and the 4 actually had just too much stuff in it. So this tool was sent to us, and it is very much like a power probe, significantly less money, but has a lot of the same great features without all the complex stuff. So it's like a test light on steroids. And let me show you why this is a tool you need for your toolbox if you're into anything 12 volt or automotive related. So literally as we are pulling this Jeep out, and this is a true story, I was gonna come up with a situation to show you how valuable this tool is, and our 1947 Jeep broke. Not making it up. So it's dead here. Charlie was gonna start it, we were gonna move it to a different location, and it's dead. So we are going to use this tool to diagnose the problem. So before I even get there, I'm going to just highlight a few things. So this tool, unlike just a standard, test light, this will test for power and ground, and you can also energize with power, or energize, I guess you could say, or add a ground, if you will, to a situation. So if you're not sure about if you're missing a ground or missing power, you can actually go ahead and bring that into the equation. And then it also has a feature where basically it's like a sniffer, if you will, a toner, and this will search out broken wires. So again, really, really advanced for what this is. We're gonna leave a link below if you're interested and you can purchase from our channel. It helps us just a little bit. But you've got a light on here. It tells you actual voltage, tells you so much stuff. This is definitely a tool for the toolbox. So today, literally, Charlie goes to start the Jeep, it's dead. So I don't know, is it the starter? Is the starter getting power? Is it the ignition? Won't turn over. So we're gonna walk you through it. So what you first need to do is you do have to give it 12 volt power. So it comes with these cables here. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach them to the battery like that. Now, if you didn't want to use that, you could use a cigarette lighter plug. My 1947 doesn't have that. And then if you're doing something, that is maybe on the back of a vehicle or maybe an RV, you do have an extension cable here. So you really can make sure this thing gets to wherever you are, regardless where your power source is. Now, when I go ahead and turn this thing on, you're gonna see it on this screen. Let's go ahead and do the honors here. Oh well. So 0 volts. If I push this button, you can see it's got 12 volts, and that's adding 12 volts at the tip. If I push it down, you can see I'm adding a ground. So if you're not sure, you gotta now be careful with this. You could add a ground to the wrong thing and short out. I don't know if this has a circuit breaker in it. I would imagine it does. And then you can, there's a bunch of stuff here. You got different voltage. You can, it's got ohms, continuity. There's a lot of different things that this thing will do. It does have an overload protection, back to voltage. So what we're gonna do right now is, I've got this big old starter down here, and I am not sure as to why it is not starting. So the first thing I need to understand is, when we're actually igniting the starter, if you will, do I have voltage at the starter itself? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it on here right now. And as you can see, it's got, I'm trying to guide with these shadows here. There you go, I've just got 0 voltage. So Charlie, go ahead and start it as if you were gonna try and turn it over, and let's see if the starter is getting power. And Charlie's gonna turn the key on. I'm ready when you are.
All right.
And look at there, I got over almost 12.7 volts. So that tells me you can go now. Go ahead and let off the switch. We're back to ground. So that tells me I do have. So that tells me I do have power there. So now the next thing is, well, does the starter have a ground? Let's check that. So if we come up here, you can see I do have a ground, right? So it's grounded. So that tells me, well, my starter is bad. So while this is a very, very basic use for this tool, it literally it's telling me I gotta take this starter off and get the starter rewound. So it's telling me that it gave me what I need to know. So you can see it's got a light on here on the end. And again, Charlie, grab that cord there at the end there. Yep. And so if you connect this to a ground, you connect this to your suspect wire that you think may be broken, and you can use that toner and you can trace down a wiring harness where a break in the wire is. Guys, this is an incredible, valuable tool for any auto enthusiast, for anyone that, you know, has any kind of electrical knowledge or not. Charlie, let's show them how we can actually activate something. So we're gonna, let's say we are trying to, say our horn is broken, but we're not sure why or how. Let's pretend something's broken until we have to push this thing back in the garage. We've got our horn here. Charlie's got I call it a power probe, the circuit probe ready to go. You can see right now it's got 0.0 volts at the tip. If you push it forward, Charlie, show them, it's now saying, you know, you got 12 volts. If you pull it back, it's gonna add ground. So we right now, we are assuming that we've got no power to the horn, right? So if you were to push the horn button, not gonna work. So what we did is we cheated and we disconnected this. Now, let's go show them. Like, so let's push that, okay? We're pushing the horn button and you can see we got 12 volts. Go ahead, push it again. So we know we got power. So let's say we were trying to diagnose the horn and we had power here. The next thing we do is test the ground. So let's connect that. Let's see if we've got ground. So Charlie, go ahead and probe me here. And you can see that we do have ground, right? So you know if you had power and ground, the horn was bad. Now let's say we didn't have, or we did have power, but the horn still wasn't working, right? So go ahead and we're gonna probe the end of the horn there, and Charlie's gonna push forward on it.
To add power.
To add power. And there you go. So he's adding power right here from the probe, triggering the horn. So then you could say, all right, the switch is broken. So very, very, very valuable tool. And the beauty of it is you just connect it to the battery source, making it easy. You can search for power, ground, you can add power, ground, sniff out broken wires. What a great tool for the toolbox. All right, so we did confirm that this does have continuity testing, does have a circuit breaker overload protection. So if you do something, it won't damage the tool itself. This is a great tool for trailer light testing. If you're going to test trailer lights, guys, those are the worst. Great tool to have in your toolbox. And the beauty is this thing is significantly cheaper than, say, a power probe that does equal functions. So give us a like, give us a subscribe. Check out the link below. This is definitely a tool for your toolbox. And Charlie and I got to take this starter out now and take it over to get it rewound. So I guess karma had me. I was going to make a fake issue, and we didn't have to. So we'll see you guys in the next one.